Hi, Nancy here with Watson. And I have a lot of friends and I have spoken with a lot of people that talk about the fact that maybe there are a lot of different ways to get to God, not just through Jesus. And maybe there's a lot of different religions in the world, and those religions all worship the same God, only just in a different way by a different name. Well, let's just take that and put that aside for a second, and let's consider the fact that maybe if you believe that, and that if you believe that maybe there is a God that is a universal God that cares about you and loves you, I believe the same thing. I also think that by your making a choice as to which faith you want to adhere to, it doesn't disrespect all the other people groups in the world, and it I know you want to love people and that you care about people, Muslims, Taoists, Hindus, people in Africa that worship different gods, all the different religions in the world. I know you don't want to exclude them. However, by making a choice on an entryway into the Godhead, that does not necessarily put down and disrespect other people groups. So, what I wanted to tell you is that Jesus, he said that he was the way, the truth, and the life, and no man goes to the Father but by him. So he considers himself a very viable access point into the God of the universe. I consider him that way too. He also said that if you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised Jesus from the dead, you could be saved and you could enter into the relationship with the God of the universe. You know, one time Jesus was talking with a bunch of people, his disciples were there. And he said, you know, in order to commune with God, you must drink my blood and eat my body. Well, that did not go over well with a lot of the people there. They thought that was disgusting, crazy talk. So they left. They walked away. And Jesus looked at his disciples and he says, what about you? Do you want to leave me too over this hard teaching? And Peter looked at him and said, Master, where would we go? You alone have the words of life. Here's the deal. I believe that the faiths in the world have much light to offer, but only Jesus Christ is the one that brings life. He is the one that died on the cross for your sins and rose again from the dead. And he, Jesus, is the access point that is speaking to you right now. The universe, the Godhead, has chosen Jesus to speak through me to you right now and invite you into relationship with him and relationship with God through him. So why don't you just confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised Jesus from the dead? And why don't you right now just ask him into your heart and connect with the God of the universe through him? I'm Nancy with Watson here saying, may you have a blessed day.